just start off with an image of the wrench so you can get an idea of the shading that you might want to try. Here's just a sample of it. And there's the drawing, so just I'm going to try one in the opposite direction. So just using the pen tool with no fill, just clicking and dragging ahead to set the corner into a curve point. So it gives you a little bit of leeway when you're using the pen tool, both in Illustrator as well as Photoshop. Just finding the midpoint for the curve, and you kind of end up with an elliptical shape. Just angle it a little bit so you have most of the top piece, then just do an option to adjust some of these pieces, and then you have the duplicate, so it's just a flat piece of metal. You can shift and eyedrop just to give it a color, and go into the gradients under the swatches panel, and here you can pick up, this is all the different metals, and every one that you pick is going to go right into the swatches panel so you have it. And then just do an option, duplicate and arrange, send it to the back and give it a gradient, and then it'll give you a couple pieces. And here you can just adjust the existing points or add shapes with the shape builder in any of these external points. This one I don't need because I just have to get rid of that little triangle, little offset piece. And down below here you can just use the direct selection to move one of the existing points or add a point with the pen tool. Just adjust this with the appropriate tool. For that mid part, just going to make a shape, select the one beneath it, and use the shape builder to build it up right on top. So just remember to create that piece first and arrange it to fit inside. And then it's just a matter of you can use the gradients in the online annotator for the gradient to adjust it. And this will give you the points. And if it's overall, you can grab colors right on the annotator and adjust them and move those. Use the option to duplicate it or just drag it off of it. It gives you plenty to work with. Adjust those points. And the little elliptical shape, just move these two behind it. And there it is. And you can put a gradient, a shape, a hole, however you want to do it. Radial gradients. Just zoom into it a little bit so you can see. And here it is under the gradient tool, where you can change the rotation. And here, adjust some of these with those points. And maybe even give it a stroke, a little bit of a gray color on the outside, smaller. Let's bring this back up frontward and select it all so you can go into the appearance panel and give it a stylize under drop shadow. Here, if you just do a rectangle, you can change it to an artboard, but since the photograph's the same size, you can't see it when it becomes the artboard, so just going to move it over and just do it right next to it. Select it, artboard, convert it to an artboard, and just put a title up at the top there. So just a quick sketch, just to give you some extra Illustrator.